I'm here to show you how to do public speaking and why public speaking isn't hard. It's not for you. See, already some technical problems.
Yeah,
Okay, so you have to do it for me. Okay, so as you can see, this is me. I was part of the make brainstorming fun again. My full name is Ha, Juntu Ha. I'm a student from Saimaa University of Applied Sciences, and I was majored in bachelor degree in tourism and hospitality management, and I'm part of the sales and marketing. I actually have a part-time job here as in the marketing team. So my hobbies would be about playing musical instruments, cooking, baking, and watching movies. I love cats, dogs, and also my favorite color is blue. Alright, so that's pretty much about my whole thing.
Sorry to interrupt. Could you stand a bit higher so we can see the slide?
So that's the problem. So that's the first thing that you notice from my presentation. What else did you notice from my self-introduction part? Is anything wrong in the first 30 seconds?
So you don't face us.
Yep.
You're facing somewhere there.
Correct. What else? What else did you notice that is wrong in my self-introduction?
Lots of text.
Lots of text. Yeah, correct. What else? What else is wrong with the first 30 seconds of first impressions? What is wrong?
The photo.
The photo.
Yeah.
Does my face look wrong? What's wrong with the photo? Welcome. Okay. What's wrong with the photo?
Well, the photo doesn't show straight face.
Okay.
Turn around.
Okay, cool. That wasn't part of the purpose, but yeah, thank you for noticing. What else? What's the fifth point that you notice is wrong in my self-introduction?
Maybe too many movements.
Correct. What else? Sorry, you missed my self-introduction. What else did you guys notice? Pretty much it, right? So as you can see, in the first 30 seconds, I managed to make all of the not to do things in public speaking. Moving, looking straight at the board, not interacting. And this happens a lot, especially during presentations in class, because we're not well prepared. And a lot of us have been in this very same situation. We don't do public speaking, we're just speak. And this happens a lot, especially today, in the first 30 seconds. I made you guys think like, what the heck is this girl doing? Like, I'm here to listen to public speaking and this girl is like, mumbling, right? So, it's gonna be the same thought to the audience that you guys speak to whenever you guys make presentations, be it in class, in extracurricular activities, in anywhere. The audience felt the same thing when you were looking straight to the board, not to them. And this happened in one of the most important days of my life, as I considered, which is the first day of high school, when I moved to the from high school for the gifted. So at that time, I was having this high expectation because I scored really high in class, and I was a top scorer in the entrance exam. So when I moved to that class, I was having this much confidence that yes, I'm going to ace this. I'm going to be the top of the class. Everyone will be admiring me. But when I came to the class, everyone was like, "Hello, my name is. I was coming from the U.S. I have this amazing accent from the British people." And I was like, what? I didn't come to the wrong class. And then everyone was speaking so smoothly that I myself felt so terrible. Everyone started to speak about themselves, started to introduce what they did in the past, how they managed to get into level from high school, this and that. And then, the moment, the one person right in front of me, the one person right before my turn, started to open his mouth, and you know what happened? He spoke in perfect British accent. And I was like, okay, there's one person here. Hi there. So we're speaking about a British accent. So, speaking of British accent, he has this perfect British accent that the moment he opened his mouth, I was like, oh my god, a sexy British accent! And then when it came to my turn, I lost it. I couldn't speak because everyone was so good. I lost completely all of my confidence. And I didn't look at anyone. I instead looked at the board, just like I did 30 seconds ago. I kept reading everything on the board without interacting. And that affected the rest of my high school year. Well, at least for the half semester. Because people thought I couldn't do public speaking. People thought that my English was bad. So for the first half of the semester, no one gave me the role of speaking, or at least the major roles. When it comes to presentation, I was always the invisible one, speaking something that wasn't very important. People were taking the leading roles because they thought that I couldn't do it. And I felt so frustrated. Like, everything that's made me the person I was 16 years ago completely shattered. And then someone even came to me and they asked, do you know TED Talk? I was like, no. And the person told me that you should check out TED Talk because that would help improve your public speaking. At that moment, the only thing I felt was embarrassment. And I felt so uncultured because what the hell is TED Talk? But then I wanted to improve myself. So I came home. I turned on the laptop. I watched zillions of TED Talk videos. And you know what happened? The one thing I noticed from TED Talk is that they all speak so well. Yeah, like basically they all speak so well. And public speaking is everywhere, like on the internet, everywhere. You just need to click on the internet and you can find zillions of public speaking videos. Even before I came here, I received an email from the organizers with the 2 attached videos from TED Talk asking me to improve and prepare myself to speak better today. So I actually watched those 2 videos. So public speaking is everywhere. And that's why TED Talk is here. And TED Talk is ideas worth spreading. Why? Because the very essence of public speaking is the content. Content is key. If you're not good at English, if languages is not your top point, but the content that you manage to deliver is on point, everyone will listen to whatever you have to say. And how to do so? You have to prepare. And what do I mean by prepare? Like literally prepare. Write everything down. Brainstorm. Make brainstorm fun again. Yes. Make brainstorming fun again. You have to think what you want to say and why people should listen to you. You should start from why. Why people should spend at least 15 minutes of their precious life listening to some random person. Because your message matters. Your messages need to convey some values to the audience so that they would sit here for the rest 15 minutes to your mumbling. So content is key. And after that, when you prepare the speech and the script, you'll be able to avoid fillers. Like, yeah, so I was thinking. Those are very unnecessary fillers, and you don't want the audience to feel those unnecessary time wasted. You don't want your audience to feel like their time here listening to someone with all of those, yeah, so have the speech. You don't want that. You want to make every single minute worth it. So, even if you have to learn every single words by heart, do so. Because practice makes perfect. And after a while, to the extent when you're confident enough in your speech and in your public speaking skill, you don't need a script anymore. You're going to do an impromptu public speaking, and you're going to be just fine. And then, practice makes perfect, right? So how do you practice? For me, back then, I spoke to a mirror. Like I literally went to the bathroom, looked at the mirror, and speak. It sounds a little bit autistic here. I see some people laughing. It sounds a little bit autistic, speaking to yourself in front of a mirror. But it helped. Why? First of all, you're gonna see your facial expressions, how it looks in front of the mirror. Second of all, you're gonna see your body language. Are you moving too much? Are you out of the focus? Thirdly, you're gonna see how the way you pronounce words and the way your mouth curves. That's very important. Because in order to convey a clear message, you have to be a good speaker. And the way you pronounce things have to be clear enough so that people will be able to pay attention for 15 minutes straight. And lastly, if you don't love what you're looking in the mirror at the moment, how could the audience love what they're seeing? You have to love yourself. You have to be convinced by what you're saying in front of the mirror so that the 100 more people will fall in love with you. Or if you don't want to be autistic, you can talk to your friends, loved ones, family members. They will be the best advisors for you. They will give you the most honest feedback. And there's nothing to lose, right? You're gonna lose a little bit of time and they're gonna laugh at you a little bit, but nothing else. You're not gonna lose anything. So practice. Practice makes perfect. Second of all, believe in yourself. So the content is there, the quality is there, but then how to make people listen and believe in what you're saying? First of all, you will have to believe in what you're saying, right? I might not be the best public speaker in the world, but I'm here, standing in front of you, trying to convince you that I'm the best, I'm the expert in the field. And you guys seem to believe it, somehow. So, first of all, believe in yourself. Otherwise, people won't listen to the rest of the content because it's going to be trash, right? And how to believe in yourself, how to give yourself the right boost of confidence is the power pose. Have you guys ever heard of this power pose before?
Yes.
Okay, some does, some doesn't. So the power pose is pretty much this. And now I want you guys to stand up to do the power pose. Let's do it. Okay. Give yourself a little bit exercise because you've been sitting for a while already. So let's do the power pose, okay? So the power pose is supposed to give you confidence because you're not gonna be lousy. You're gonna stand straight. Stand straight. Facing forward. Place your chest forward, your bums backwards, everything straight. And then put your legs to the length of your shoulders, exactly the same length of your shoulders. You will be placed in a pyramid structure. And you know why pyramids stay strong? Because they are in this position, in this structure. This will give you the right stability and steadiness to conquer anything. So stay like this, and then look at this Wonder Woman. You're going to be Wonder Woman and Superman. So do so. Place this on your hips. Yeah. Okay. And then you're going to look up to the ceiling. Look as high as you can. Alright?
That's so high.
It's okay. Okay. Now breathe in. And then breathe out. Inhale. Exhale. Alright? Keep looking to the ceiling. Now you're going to compliment yourself. I know it sounds silly. Everyone's laughing. But it's okay. It's going to give you the right boost of confidence. So look straight into the ceiling and say something like, I'm the most beautiful girl in the world. Has the most beautiful girl in the world. Do the same thing. Like, for example, Anne is the most handsome guy in the world. Or Luke is the most awesome person to have fun with.
Dying.
Yes, say it now. Don't be shy. This is going to give you the right boost of confidence. Don't care about the others. Just going to shout it. Okay? So I'm going to start first. I'm the most beautiful girl in the world.
I'm the most confident girl in the world.
Thank you. Nice. Keep this going.
I'm I'm Wonder Woman.
Awesome.
I'm the cutest girl in the world.
Awesome.
I'm powerful.
Alright. Has anyone not spoken yet?
Smart.
Just keep saying.
Yeah, just
Yeah,
keep saying.
I'm the most positive people in the world.
Awesome.
I'm the most handsome guy in the room.
Yeah, nice. I'm the most talented girl in this room.
I'm more handsome than you.
Alright? So inhale. Exhale. Then go back to your normal posture. And then sit down. How does this feel?
Great.
Better? Much better than sitting down and then being a couch potato, right? So every time you are placed in a situation that you have to conduct public speaking, do this. This will give you the instant boost of confidence at that moment so that you can conquer any kind of audience, any kind of speeches, because you're the most talented girl in the room, because you're the most handsome guy in the room, right? So do this power pose and you'll be confident enough to deliver the messages that matter. And after you've done the power pose, it comes to the conduct. So how does the conduct work? First, you need to pay attention to your posture. In the first 30 seconds of this speech, I was like this, right? I was moving around too much. I wasn't interacting, and that causes distraction. You don't want people to be distracted during your speech. You don't want to see anyone to play phones during your speech. That's going to decrease your confidence, and we don't want to do that. We don't want that to happen. So you need to pay attention to your position. You need to spread your legs straight to the length of your shoulders. This gives you steadiness. And then what? Voice and tone. Don't be a monotone. Don't be a sleep inducer. Don't do that. You need to be lively. And what I mean by lively is not like, hey, let's do this. It doesn't work like that. What I mean by lively is to give life to your voice, emphasize on things that are important. Like you have to put more strength into the speech when you want to emphasize. And when things are not important, you can just speak faster. That's the key to voice and tone. Hands placement. As you can see, my hands are always here. I'm not moving. Right? My hands are always here. Or you can put your place one hand here and one hand here. And this gives you the leverage to conduct the speech. Because if you put your hands like this, you will feel a little bit unsteady, and you feel like these two organs are quite hanging. You don't know what to do with them. So do this. And the key point is to hold something in your hand. Be it your phone, your note, and don't bring a big ass note. Bring something called cheat sheet, like you usually have file or cheat sheets to your exams, right? Make those at your notes. Place them here. So you will look both professional, and you don't feel like you're going to miss out on anything. The notes are here in a very subtle way, and people won't notice it. And they will say, this girl is well prepared, right? And emphasis. So this is the emphasis. When you want to emphasize something, you step forward. You lean to the audience. You engage with them. Make eye contact. You look through the room. That's very important. And once you finish making the emphasis, step back. And whoever has told you that when it comes to public speaking, imagine the audience as naked potatoes. First of all, don't. We don't do it here. We don't imagine audience as naked potatoes. Why? Because this will happen. You will be lost in your own distraction. You'll be thinking, why are they naked? Are they going to wear pants like this? Why am I even speaking to naked potatoes? Correct? So, turn the angle around a little bit. public speaking is speaking to people. It's just daily communication on a larger scale. And how do we do public speaking in a daily conversation? You look into your friend's eyes. You look into your loved one's eyes. And you engage with them. You don't talk and give eye contact to naked potatoes. So, you have to make eye contact. And you have to make sure that everyone in the room feels involved. Which means, after spending 5 seconds in one area, you move to the next. And then you move to the next until you manage to cover the whole area. That way, people will feel obliged to you to not use their phone and to listen to you more, correct? So, again, public speaking is daily communication. So, in the future, when you have to conduct public speaking, remember these things. It's just speaking to your friends on a larger scale. Instead of speaking to 5 friends, it's speaking to 100 friends. And it's just easy as that. You just need to know where you're standing, where your hands are placing, and give eye contact. Don't stare. Just give eye contact. Make people feel what you're saying. Make people understand what you're delivering. And after this, I want you to remember that public speaking isn't as hard as you think. You just need to practice. Be it at here. Next time, register for Success Club by VDS. Stand in the very same spot I'm standing right now. Use this chance to practice. Because you will never know in the future when you have to do a sales pitch for your next startup company, or you will have to do a panel discussion interview with 100 people, for example. You don't want to fail there. You want to fail now, so that you will learn, right? So take every chance that you can have to practice public speaking. Because after all, public speaking isn't as hard as you think. And now you know why. Thank you very much for your listening.